What's going on, guys? It's your boy, John the Liquidator, coming back with breaking news. So it look like Christie is currently under fire again after an unbelievable loss to Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Chicago. Let's get it. Let's go. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever came up short tonight in Chicago, but Caitlin Clark had an outstanding game. She actually had a double-double, and I feel as if Caitlin Clark did all she could to win this game. She had 17 points, 13 assists, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. Caitlin Clark put on another spectacular performance, but unfortunately, like I stated, her team did fall short, and once again, many is pointing the fingers at head coach Christie. Sides being reported that the Indiana Fever took a frustrating loss 88-87 to the Chicago Sky today. The Fever blew a 15-point lead in the third quarter before ultimately falling to the Sky. Many is questioning Caitlin Clark not taking a shot in the last 7 minutes of the game. Some is speculating that Christie Sides actually told her to hold on to the ball. But whatever the case may be, Christie Sides is trying to clear everything up in a recent press conference that she did immediately after this game. With all that being said, let's roll the footage.
Turned up the heat on us. Give them credit. They did a great job of getting really physical with us. And we just didn't match that, and we let their physicality just kind of disrupt us. That's on me. I've got to have us better prepared for that.
Like two teams that play through the post a lot these last 2 games, and I fouled quite a bit along the way. Do you feel like that's the style of play of Atlanta and Chicago? Is that something you guys are doing so wrong? What stood out to you about those foul numbers?
Yeah, that's the first thing we talked about after the game. You know, we just can't keep putting people on the line. 32 free throws, just you just don't give yourself a chance. So that's something we've got to get back. Watch how we're fouling. If it's slap downs, if it's 2 hands on, like we've got to get back at that.
Anybody else, Coach?
Just on that last possession, I guess, what was kind of the desired play that you were looking to see?
With point 2?
No, before that with the Caitlin pass to AP. I guess what was the original plan?
Yeah, I mean, just to get a quick touch right there, AB trying to get a basket.
And with that point 2 possession, was Caitlin inbounding the ball because you thought it was the best chance to get it kind of above the basket?
Yeah, I mean, she's a hell of a passer. She had 13 assists tonight. That's just, she's gonna. I just felt she gave us the best opportunity to find the open person and get that quick shot.
Whatever you did, sort of Caitlin's passing vision tonight with 13 assists. What impression stood out to you the most?
I'm sorry, what was the last one?
What impression stood out to you the most? Just the way Caitlin ran the offense, passed.
Yeah, I mean, she's a like I said, hell of a passer. She sees the floor. She sees lanes, passing lanes. She sees things as they're happening. Sometimes before the player who's going to get the ball even realizes it. That's just a gift that she has. But she just has a great floor vision. She's able to connect on those passes to her teammates. We're getting better at being able to get those and finish when she makes those great passes.
She only takes a few shots down the stretch there in the fourth quarter. Did you want her to be more aggressive as far as shooting the ball, or were you comfortable with the way her decision making went?
No, I think I never want her to not be aggressive and take shots. I really thought when she went out in transition after that free throw, I thought she was gonna take it to the rim or pull up right there. That would have been her. That would have been a great shot for her, for our team. But I mean, we were up 15 at the end of the third quarter. We've got to do a better job of being able to finish out games, have a little bit more discipline in the fourth quarter. But like I said, give Chicago credit.
Coach, zooming out a little bit with Caitlin, when I was talking to Erica pregame, she was saying she doesn't really know always what advice to give her because she hasn't faced defensive pressure like that. It's kind of unique defensive attention that Caitlin deals with. I guess how have you as a coaching staff tried to kind of manage her through the pressure and the attention that she gets when it's usually most players don't deal with that, especially coming as a rookie?
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of practice, a lot of work on, just the scouting piece of how teams are going to guard her and us try to mimic that in practice as much as we can. We have a great group of scout guys that come in and we ask them to play really hard on us, and they can provide that athleticism and speed that these other teams can. So, just giving her the opportunity to learn in those moments, if it's a high pick and roll, how the other team's gonna guard, where the open lanes are gonna be, just reps at that and seeing that. And like I said, the scout piece is huge because we just have to see what we're gonna do to her and then get those reps.
You mentioned those 13 assists, and I think they all came in the first 3 quarters. It's a Fever franchise record. Is that an aspect of her game that has continued to evolve a little bit as she's played in the league so far? Just maybe that chemistry with her and her teammates continuing to build?
Yeah, I think that's spot on. I think the chemistry with her teammates and just, the timing of things and them understanding and realizing and figuring out how to play with her and vice versa. I think she's just going to keep getting better.
How much are you calling plays down the stretch again? It's not
To help her out as much as possible. We want to play fast, but we want to play fast and be very deliberate with what we do. And so, like, if we don't have the advantage, if we're not in a 3-on-2 or 2-on-1, or if we don't have that advantage, then we have to have the discipline to pull the ball out and know what to do. I mean, one thing tonight that stands out is they killed us in the paint, their paint points. And that's what we want. We want, 45 plus paint points, and they had 48. And I think we only ended up with 28. So when the ball, when we're in pace and flowing, we've got to be able to hit the post. And then when the defense collapses, now we're getting those wide sprayed outs on the outside.
That's time for 2 more.
What can you guys take from an atmosphere like tonight? Caitlin said it was, they have to be ready to respond when the crowd is, not necessarily antagonistic, but very loud and rooting for the home team.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just, part of this was a great environment tonight. I mean, the crowd was awesome. We just have to, like I talked about, we have to be more disciplined in that fourth quarter to get those finishes. That's on me to work on those situations, those late game situations, both defensively and offensively. Just have to be better in those moments. Be able to handle that physicality that Chicago, they came and just started punching it at us, and we've got to be able to handle that better.
Last one.
It seems like you guys have grown so much over the 4-game win streak, and even though a loss like this can sting, you think it kind of just allows for more growth from a young team?
That's what you have to do, man. Like that, win or lose, you got to find something and grow from it. And I think there's a lot that we can take from this game to help us moving forward. We've got a tough road.
That was Indiana Fever coach Christie setting the record straight about tonight's matchup. And just like I stated, fans is not happy with Christie after blowing a 15-point lead in the third quarter. That is ultimately what changed the direction of this game. They had the game won in the bag. This is going to be a long next couple days for Christie and the Indiana Fever with the fan base. Get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them Bills on because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.